Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the house Bill Yeoman and Andre Ware built, home to the Houston Cougars, where the fans are ready for liftoff. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Kansas State Wildcats taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Houston Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Houston's offense takes the field. And here he comes, guys, the man who makes everything go.
Everything in this offense is built around his ability. He's got such great field vision. He's got it all, Paul.
He is must-watch TV. Let's not get it twisted. People show up to this stadium. People are watching back at home because of this guy right here.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the draw. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
They'll try the run. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Melton. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Smith dropping to pass. It's complete to the left. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Houston will be forced to punt. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. The Wildcats offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Kansas State will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He gets a block. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Smith wants to throw. Dances away to buy time. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs.
Is another first down for the offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Handoff to the lone back. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's got it! Touchdown, Houston! How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. K-State has the ball back and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They'll run play action. Gonna take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Long incompletions. Okay, you got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Looking for room. It's Need. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Works the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back gets to give. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. He'll come out throwing on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Need. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats.
Houston, 7. Kansas City, 0.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Smith dropping to pass. Got the quick pass. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cougar! They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Power football with the run. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Now he's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Fired in there, but incomplete.
It leads to 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 10. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Giddens. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for loss.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
It's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Everything broke down. The quarterback tried to bail them out, but he ended up making things worse when he fumbled.
Yeah, I like the quarterback and his athleticism, extending the play and at least giving himself a chance, but you got to finish. You still have to do a good job taking care of the football. That's priority number 1, and he wasn't able to do that.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Quarterback on the keeper. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Pulls it in, it's Melton. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Trying to pick it up on the ground. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Right back to the well. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Setting up the screen. Smashes ahead. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Houston will snap it in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they will score! Touchdown, Houston! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Johnson wants to throw it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to go up top on first down. And it's picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback extends the play. He's going to run it. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, Houston.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Smith wants to throw. He's got it on the run. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'll immediately call timeout. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point makes it 28-0. A pretty short drive there, covering 38 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And they got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. Going with the counter play here. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Secures it at the 30. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Takes the handoff. It's Need. Sweet cut there. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. They'll try the right side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Smith dropping to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. The number one job is to protect their quarterback, and they did not.
They did not. But my number one job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get in the sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
This is a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the misconnection on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Powers through the defender. He's got a little room. He'll pick up 6 out to the 13.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I'll say this, man, in college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
After an unproductive first half and opening drive of the second half, the offense finally finding a little something to jumpstart them. They've got a first down. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy and let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's third down. Going to try to get it himself. At the 35, he's open. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Smith wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Coming after it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And 3rd and long, and the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it, flies by the line, gets to the quarterback, gets the big 3rd down stop.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can...
And the blitz gets to him just like that. Kansas State will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. You have field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds his man down the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Kentucky opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice.
Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the big fella.
Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. With the catch, it's Brown. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs. The offense starts with a short field. On the move, it's Need. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And it's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. They're setting up the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The Cougars trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Houston! Hello! And the pummeling has started. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the returner will be knocked down. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Getting some heat. He's going to take off. Keeps the legs moving. The ball pops out. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Kansas State in business in the red zone. Got it looking for a first. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Looking for a gap. It's Giddens. Can't get him to the ground. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives. The coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. On the move. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with a W.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The play action fake. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. On the move, it's Lockett. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. That's caught. It's Brown. Tackled after picking up the 1st down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And this sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chains. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. The Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense.
Touchdown, Kansas State! What a catch and run for 6. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out.
Kansas State, 17.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics. I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.